Hello, this is Brian again. So, my last clip, I pointed at the use trail that goes up this ridge. It goes to this beautiful ridge line. Well, see a lot of footprints up here. Some people actually come up here still. It's been years since I've been up here. It's about as steep climb. It's about as steep as a lot of those use trails in the Angeles National Forest. You know, when you break off the main trail to go up a climber's path to get to a peak. It's just kind of like that. It's pretty steep. But it's a lot more secluded. Nice little stand of purple sage up here. Trying to see how far I can go before I run into poison oak. This trail, you just take your time. That's one thing you need to do. This one's steep. Actually gets even steeper up ahead. But that's why you hear me breathing so heavily. Whew. It's a lot harder doing this with a mask on. Probably should take it off, but you know, keep it on when I'm at heavily used places. Just be safe. Alright. This part's not the worst. I remember, once you get up there, it really gets steep. So I'll have to take my time going up it. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't see any trail close sign over here. Once we take out this mustard and stuff, this layer will probably be closed too. You see where I was. I believe that's looked like the one I was just at, up there somewhere. That's hill 11, hill 1112. All right, I think this is this part here, if I remember correctly, and it's been roughly about 7 years. This is the steepest part. So, best thing is we'll just walk carefully, you know. I've done much crazier climbs than this. Think Scotty Mountain. When I did Scotty Mountain, the off trail, the cross country way. This is nothing like that. Plus, this is a very small single track. So, I'm actually on a trail, so it's always good. Like I said, you're just climbing up. Sometimes you can use these little rocks, some marine sediment rock That's steps. It's beautiful how the rock crops out here, though. Just take your time. You don't need to rush. I mean, there are some people who think, oh, I gotta do it fast. Gotta break records. I ain't about that kind of stuff. True, it takes me longer, but it also gives me a chance to stop, look around, and enjoy these beautiful canyon slopes here. There's a huge hollyleaf redberry in there. Big one. There's pretty large hollyleaf redberries in Powder Canyon. And very large Toyons here too. Even just walking along the main double track at the bottom there, you'll pass by some very large Toyons. Very luscious, beautiful Toyon bushes. Just gonna see how far this is followable before the poison oak becomes a factor. Hopefully not before I reach some of the larger shrubs around here. See how far this is followable today. Here's one of the larger Toyons. Not the largest, but you can tell it's put in many decades. That's why I love this trail. Get to pass by some old growth Toyons. That's it. Take your time going up this. There's no rush. This isn't going to go on for miles and miles. Just love the Toyons up here. Old. In fact, I'm going to go around and go to the trunk. Let's see here. Here's a root of it. It's part of the root system. Look at this. One thing I love about this ridge, really cool stuff here. A little thicket of lemonade sumac. And look at the trunks on this Toyon. Incredible. There are bigger Toyons than this up here too. That even bigger trunks. But look at that. How luscious is this? I mean, come on. Absolutely luscious. Just had to get footage of this area. Actually, some of the prettiest scenery here, Powder Canyon, is up along this ridge, to be honest. I gotta be honest with you. After that really steep spot, you still get a lot of uphill, but it's a lot more mellow. A lot more mellow now. So the hardest part is behind you when it comes to steep uphill climbing. So now we're in a very nice stand of coastal sage scrub. It's almost thick enough to look like chaparral. But technically this is coastal sage scrub. It is so unbelievably beautiful up here. Unbelievably beautiful. This Toyon looks like it's having a rough bit right now. I wonder what's going on. Look how luscious it is up here. We're on kind of a southeast facing slope. Considering we're on a southeast facing slope, this is quite incredible. This is coastal sage scrub at its finest. Very mature, very luscious, very beautiful. Of course, the sun's out now. It's kind of warm. Yeah, see? That's what I was talking about. There is poison oak along here. So you really need to be careful. So far, it's not terribly intrusive, but if you do decide to climb up this ridge, stay on the trail and look out on both sides. There's a lot of California Ansalia, California bush sunflower, Ansalia californica, in bloom right now. And even poison oak's relative, the relatively harmless skunk brush. Rhus aromatica's up here too. So I said, be on the lookout on both sides of the trail, because poison oak even grows in coastal sage scrub sometimes. Spots like this, where you got to be extra diligent. I don't know, but it appears that some kind of trail maintenance is dubbing up here. Wow. Here's another one of the Toyons. This is one of the larger Toyons too. This isn't the largest one I was thinking about though. We'll go over here for a minute. You can tell this is somebody's kick spot. I see lots of dates from 2020 and 2021, so apparently this area gets used more than I thought. Maybe that's why some of this area has been clipped, because you can actually get a tunnel through that lemonade sumac. But here's another one of the larger Toyons. Of course, somebody's lemon peels or orange peels or whatever. But yeah, I told you, Toyons get quite large up here along this ridge line. It's precisely why you wanted to come up here again and see this area. It's been, like I said, it's been about 7 years since I've been here last. Let's go ahead and follow this up a little bit more. I mean, there is a way. I don't know how clear it is, but there is a way you can connect to another part of the Schabarum trail system that actually leads down into the park. You can actually connect with it. Again, here it is, everywhere. Poison oak. It's quite common up here. So, like I said, watch your step. This trail is very trail's so beautiful. That's why I like coming up here. Another old Toyon. Looks like parts of it broke off or died, but the rest of it's pretty luscious. Sawtooth golden bush, Hazardia squarosa, variety grandelioides. Wow, a lot of California bush sunflower up here. I miss coming up here. I really do miss coming up here. Like I said, a little prudence is needed. There's a lot of California bush sunflower up here. A lot of it. It makes a spring hike up here especially delectable. Hiking here in the spring is even more awesome. Another large hollyleaf redberry. Look at that. I'll tell you, man. Now we're out in the mustards again. Just watch out for bees. And again, poison oak. It's everywhere. It's everywhere around here. Trying my dandiest to avoid it. God, look at these bush sunflowers. Incredible up here. A little coast live oak up here. This is just a place to definitely savor the atmosphere. Not to mention, it also smells really good up here. And this is where the poison oak starts getting a little more intrusive. It's right here on the side of the trail, so like I said, use extreme caution. It's actually a lot more of it than I remember. Well, I'm going to be coming up to a destination. That I've been wanting to see for years. I haven't seen, again, in about 7 years. Very excited. There it is. It's a large Toyon. The really large Toyon that I remember when I came up here, got all crazy excited about this. This is that large Toyon, really large Toyon. It's one of the largest Toyons I've ever seen in my life. And here it is. Heteromeles arbutifolia. Beautiful, luscious Toyon. This is the one I was talking about, folks. This is it, right here. This is the big Toyon. Looks like there's been a lot of undergrowth down here. Look at this Toyon. This is incredibly large. This is what I was talking about when I told you there were large Toyons up here. Well, those other ones are pretty decent size, but this one takes the cake. Look at the trunks on this Toyon. Just absolutely phenomenal. Well, this video is about to give out, So in the next clip, I will resume talking about this guy. So I'll see you on the next clip, and it'll be picking up right here.